What's up guys, this is Tiderium, and I've got another CV64 tutorial for you on the Bullfight and the Camilla fight at the end of Castle Center. You're going to need 27 joules for the Bullfight. It's 9 holy waters total. This is also going to look a lot faster than it does on console because it's emulator, so it lags a lot less. There's also a wonky texture on the bull when his skin is burning off, so it just looks a little bit janky, something to keep in mind. So let me show what this fight looks like, and then I'll explain what's going on here. So to start things off, we're going to toss some holy water to take his pants off, and then we're going to jump down to the door and manipulate a couple attacks to give us enough time to break his legs. So he's going to charge, and then he's going to stand up. We're going to break his legs, and then be ready to burn the skin off of his face with a couple melee smacks. And then we're going to burn the skin off of his torso. And then we're going to do the last bit of damage here and jump to the door. So that is the bullfight. Let's go back to the beginning and I'll explain what's happening here. So when the fight starts, you want to run under him to the tail. He's invincible for a little bit, so you have to kind of delay the two holy waters here. The most important thing is that you take the skin off of his legs first. So after that's done, you're going to be jumping 6 times down to the door in that general direction. Let me stop it right here for a second. So there is a seam in between two different sets of textures that runs all the way down the arena. I'm using this as a visual cue to kind of line up my 6 jumps going downwards, and you want to stay to the right of this seam right here. So 6 jumps going downwards leads you to a certain spot where we can manipulate a charge. So right about here, I'll stop it one more time. There is a black texture right here that kind of juts downwards. There's also a streak of black textures going up and to the right. This is also where the seam crosses a horizontal seam going this way. There's not really anything distinctive here, but if you're looking at the corner of these two seams, you're just right above that. So if you're standing here, this is going to manipulate the bull when he runs by you. He's going to begin the charge animation but stop it immediately because you're not moving. And then after that, we're going to run right in front of the bull and manipulate a stand-up animation. So run right in front of him, and he stands up. That gives us a lot of time to break the legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to toss 3 holy waters right at his legs. And that's going to be enough to break the legs like that. So it's kind of tough to see what's going on with that camera angle, but from the side, it's short hop holy water, and then 1, 2. And that's enough to break the legs. If you're having trouble with that method though, there is something else you can do here. You can run in front of him, toss 2 holy waters, and then run to the side. And if you're standing at the side here, he's going to stand still and start another hyper beam attack, but it gives you enough time to use the holy water to break the legs. So that's a little bit slower, but it's very consistent if you're having trouble with the first method. And then you're getting ready for the next bit where you're going to burn the skin off his face. So let's go back here. 3 holy waters. After the third one, charge an orb and run to his face. Jump and smack him a couple times with the charge orb melee. And that's going to burn the skin off the face. So every time that the bull's skin is burning, he's invincible, and it causes a lot of lag on console. So whenever you do enough damage to burn the skin, try to look away and look down to reduce lag, and then use audio cues to tell you when you should look back at the boss and do some more damage. So one more time, 3 holy waters, charge an orb, run to his face, smack it to break the skin, look away, look at him and toss 2 more holy waters, and then back hop 3 times and look down. So at this point, for the last bit of damage, I toss 1 back hop and 1 more. So by back hopping and tossing holy water at the same time, you can break the animation and start jumping towards the door a little bit faster. It's just a minor optimization. You can do it if you like. But the important thing here is that if you jump to the door and you don't do anything else, the camera is in boss view and it's looking at the boss when he's exploding into meat and chicken and all that stuff. That causes a ton of lag. So ideally what we want to do is toss the 2 holy waters, jump to the door, and then look at the door until the camera changes from boss view to normal view. So once it goes normal view, you let go and you go through the door. That saves a ton of time by reducing lag on console. It's not as apparent on emulator, but it's very significant on console, and that looks something like this. So last bit of damage, 1 back hop, 2, jump to the door, and C up. And we let go once it goes normal view. That saves a ton of time due to reducing lag. So let me go through the entire fight one more time and talk it through, and you should have a pretty good idea of what's going on. So we're going to stop by the tail, we're going to toss 2 holy waters, and jump down following the seam 6 times. We're going to stop right about here. He's going to charge, we're going to run in front of him, toss 3 holy waters, start charging an orb, move to his face, smack him a couple times to break the skin, and then 2 holy waters for the torso skin, 3 back hops and look down. Now 1 back hop 2, jump to the door and look away. Let go once it's in normal view and go through the door. And that is the bullfight. So for the Camilla fight, there's not too much to say. It's fairly straightforward. We're just going to be abusing an AI loop where we can crouch walk into her and just spam a bunch of orbs and kill her fairly quickly. There is a programming quirk though that can cause a crash, so I'll explain how to avoid that. But to begin with, let me show the fight, and then I'll explain what's going on. So we want to get hit by this attack right here, and then crouch walk right into her and spam some orbs. So she gets stuck in this attack animation, she can't hit us. We can just spam a bunch of orbs and kill her fairly quickly. And that's gonna do the fight. So let me go back to the start of the fight. So this second attack, this one right here, we have to get hit by that attack or else the game will crash. Let me show what happens if you kill her without getting hit by that attack. So there's nothing wrong with the recording, the game just crashes. Everything on screen stops, but the audio keeps playing. If this happens to you, there's nothing you can do about it, you just have to reset. So for this reason, we have to get hit by that second attack that she does in order to prevent this. So we stand at a distance, make sure that she does this orange orb attack, we get hit by it, and then crouch walk into her and spam some orbs. And that's going to guarantee that the game doesn't crash when the fight ends. And that's it. Just a strange programming quirk. We're not really sure what causes that. But that's going to do it for the bullfight and the Camilla tutorial. Hopefully that helped you out. You can hit me up on Twitch or Discord if you've got any other questions regarding those, and I'll see if I can help you out. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon for another tutorial.